Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is part 2 of this unboxing. We got all these ones to go through. There's going to be a bit of a theme, and you'll see it with the very first book. I've been trying to complete a collection of Lois Lane, and I've been trying to get the whole run. I'm only missing 5 issues now, and this is one of the ones that I needed. This is Lois Lane number 16, and of course, very typical Lois Lane kind of cover is Lois Lane torturing Superman. I don't know why. There's so many covers with Lois Lane doing something mean to Superman, and this one she has kryptonite eyes, and she's like weakening him. I don't know why. Lois Lane's always so mean to her poor boyfriend. So yeah, so this is the kryptonite girl. So yeah, that's the first one, and we got some more. This is issue number 18, and again, I don't know, different types of torture. So this, instead of like injuring him physically, she's injuring him mentally. So she's flying off with some other guy. Who is she flying off with? Darling, you're the first man in the universe who has been able to make me forget Superman. I can't wait until we're married. Lois Lane weds astonishing man. Jeez, what's wrong with me? So yeah, so Lois Lane weds astonishing man. It's just a cute cover. Poor Superman. He's all rejected and stuff, and yeah, it's fun. So this is Lois Lane number 18. Just another fun one. And a little bit earlier is Lois Lane number 6. And this is one where she's Lois Lane, the convict. There's always something happening with Lois Lane. And she's like making license plates or something. I'm not sure. It's like, Lois, please tell me you're innocent. That someone framed you of planting these counterfeit license plates in your desk. No, Superman, I must confess, I am guilty. So what's going on? These really crazy stories in Lois Lane. It's very typical. So yeah, so that's number 6. And then another one, number 24. And what's this one? This is The Perfect Husband. And in her mind, it's Superman. And then Clark Kent's like, oh. Yeah, that's one of the interesting ironies of Superman. That, you know, he has to put on this persona of being Clark Kent. And he doesn't get the woman as Clark Kent. He gets the woman as Superman. So, just an interesting one. So this is Lois Lane number 24. And it was still 10 cents at that time. And I don't know why this is marked. This is really interesting. This is Lois Lane number 4. And it's marked at $200. I did not pay $200 for this book. I think I paid $30. But that's interesting. I think they're trying to make me feel good about my purchase. I don't know what that is. But these early ones are a little bit more expensive generally. So this is Lois Lane number 4. And what's going on here? Featuring Super Courtship of Lois Lane. So you got Superman flying in through the window with the diamond ring. And that's another trope with the Lois Lane things, that she's, you know, always trying to get married with Superman or get together with Superman. And in this one, she's pretending not to be interested. He's giving her all these jewels and stuff, and she's like, oh, yeah, well, just put it with the rest. You know, just totally not interested. So just a really cute cover. So yeah. And then, are there any more Lois Lanes? There was a bunch that I picked up, so those were some of them. Not sure what this is. Okay, we'll find out what this one is. So there's a bunch of Lois Lanes at the beginning. Okay. See if we can get this one out. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a major book. Major for me. Not major for anyone else but me. So one of the characters that I really like, and I think he's just a fun, cool character, is McSnurtle. So McSnurtle is the super pet for Flash. And basically McSnurtle is this turtle that is super lazy and basically a good for nothing. He's like a total loser. But one day, these aliens decide, hey, you know, we're going to do a battle between good and evil kind of thing. And, you know, can we make like just this loser into something great? And one's like betting, oh, you can't do that. You know, you can't change them to the way that, you know, to make them something that they aren't. And then the other one's like, oh, we can make anyone good and we can do that. So they have this contest. They basically bring McSternal and make him super powered. He's super powerful, where he's like, he has the powers of the Flash. And, but he's still a lazy turtle. He's still a lazy turtle. So the other alien gives him this like kind of like thing that kind of pops out of him and like kicks him into gear. Tells him, get off your butt, get moving. So that's what this one is. Like this is not the first appearance of McSnurtle. The first appearance of McSnurtle is in Funny Stuff #1, but this is the first cover appearance. And I always like to get the cover appearances of characters. And this is McSnurtle right here. He doesn't actually make a cover appearance as the Flash version of the turtle until much later. I think in the 80s or 90s. It's like much later. But this is him as himself, McSnurtle. So yeah, that's McSnurtle. So I always wanted to get the cover. This book is hard to find. I've been looking for it for a while now. And this is interesting because this is part of All American Comics, which was really DC. I mean, they were bought out by DC, but towards the end of their era, they would actually use their stamp, the All-American stamp. If you look at the early books, earlier issues, they'll actually use the DC logo. But this one, they want to, you know, go out with a bang, and they use their All-American logo. So yeah, so McSnurtle, first appearance. That's a great book for me, because I really like these super pets. I don't know, it's a thing. So yeah, so the next one, this is a really cool one. I actually got to read what issue number this is. 68, I believe. I believe this is 68. So this is Superman 68. Now this is a kind of a cool key. That's my friend Stephen Gettner told me about. I didn't know about this book. This is actually the first cover appearance of Lex Luthor in the Superman title. So this is Superman 68. I think I said Batman. What am I talking about? So yeah, so it's Superman 68, and it's the first cover appearance of Lex Luthor, which is really cool. And you got Lois Lane. Her eyes are getting blinded because Superman is being made into a light bulb. So what's going on here? You'll witness the amazing duel between the arch-criminal Luthor wages a scientific war against the Man of Steel. He's kind of doing the Edison thing, maybe. I don't know. Very cool cover. Just a really interesting one. And it's the first cover appearance of Lex Luthor. So this next book is another cool one. This is an homage cover. I have to kind of get it out because they put a whole bunch of tape on it. Let me just... I don't think I can get it out. One sec here. Let's see if I can get it out. Okay. There's so much tape. I don't know why they taped it so much. Okay. There we go. It's out of the thing. And this is an homage to Venus 19, I believe. Just a really classic pre-code horror cover. When I saw this, I was like, oh, this is a really cool Archie version of it. The original pre-code horror, you got this couple, and the guy's face is coming off and he's about to kiss the girl. But this, you got Archie's face coming off and Betty in his arms, which is kind of fun. And you got the skull, these weird ghouls in the background, which is very good homage of the original. So a really great pre-code horror homage. I'm not sure what series this is for Archie. It's just it's a variant cover to the Archie title. Okay, next one is, I've been collecting a lot of these Marvel Good Girl comics, like Tessie the Typist, Millie the Model, Patsy Walker. Well, another title was Nellie the Nurse, and I thought this was a really cute one. You got the doctor, and you know, the doctor always has that big reflective thing on his head, that mirror, and she's using it to fix her makeup. I just think it's a really cute cover. So this is Nellie the Nurse, number 5. And these have, actually these Nellies have some really great covers. I thought this was a fun one. And on the back, what do we have? $100 a month. Monthly, if sick or injured. Wow. You can get $100 a month. You could retire on that. Okay. So, yeah. So that's pretty cool. So Nellie the Nurse, number 5. And this next book is really interesting. Now, I actually thought there was a different book that was the first appearance of a major character, well, not a major character, of a character, Sad Sack. But this is actually the first appearance of Sad Sack. And it's Tip Top Comics 123. Doesn't have Sad Sack on the cover, but it is the first appearance of Sad Sack. There's a ad for Sad Sack inside, but it's a full cartoon. It's the full, you know, the Sad Sack things are usually little gag style comics. So it has one of those inside it. So it's the first appearance of Sad Sack, and it's before Sad Sack number 1 and all of those other ones. So just a interesting book. Usually it's noted as another book. I think it's like something, what is it, True Stories or something like that. But this is actually earlier. So first appearance of Sad Sack. It's actually a quite nice copy. So what does it say? Okay, on the back, it says, oh, it even says, I could have just read the back and sounded more intelligent than I am. Okay, so this says, first Sad Sack predates True Comics number 55 by 2 months. Okay, that's on the back. So it makes me sound more intelligent when I actually read the backs. Okay, so yeah, so often it's True Comics is denoted as the first appearance, and possibly this is considered a cameo, and the other would be considered the first full. But you know, this is truly the first appearance of Sad Sack. And next one, it's not a big one, but it's a cool one. And when I say it's not big, I'm actually talking physically. It's one of these Mighty Midget comics. So these are pretty cool. I actually have a desire to get the whole collection of these Mighty Midget comics. And there's about, I think there's like 10 of them altogether. Actually, I'm not sure. It's like 6 to 10. There's a bunch of them. I think it might be closer to 10. But this is one of them. And it's the Captain Marvel book. Now, they would sell these, sometimes they would sell them separately, and sometimes they would sell them with the actual comic. So sometimes you would see like the full-size comic, and attached to it, adhered to it, would be the little mini comic. I'm not sure if this is one of the, I believe this is one that was just like sold independently. And these were created by Samuel Lowe Company. In conjunction with Fawcett. So these are from, this is from 1942. So nice little Marvel, Captain Marvel comic. And it's like, it's in really high grade. Actually, the weird thing about these mini comics is I I find them fairly often in high grades, and I'm always shocked that there's so many that are in high grades. I'm not sure if there was a warehouse find of them or what the situation is, but there's a lot of them out there, and well, there's not a lot, but there's many of them are in high grade. Okay, I'm not sure about the way that this person did this one. Hopefully I can get this without ruining the comic, because this was shipped very, very poorly. Okay. So I gotta be really careful. So this, I was just talking about Samuel Lowe, and this next one is super rare, actually, and it's another Samuel Lowe thing. Okay. I have two of them. Actually, if you watch my top 10 hottest comics of the week, go back a few weeks. I actually talk about this comic, and it was a Captain Marvel one, where they basically created promotional comics for Samuel Lowe, and like, I don't know what Samuel Lowe particularly sold, but they would basically have these giveaway comics, promotional comics. And what is it that it doesn't even say? Okay, I would have thought there would be, and this is like well-known, they're called well-known comics, and there was like several different ones. There was Spy Smashers, there was Bullet Man, and Captain Marvel, and there was one more as well, like Green Arrow or something like that. But they're incredibly rare, like less than 10 on the census. And this is Spy Smashers, a well-known comic. Sirens of the Song. The Sirens Song, I should say. So you got Spy Smasher. And this is printed in New York. Anything else? Doesn't really say much, but you can see they're all green, green ink, for example, or one, monotoned comics. And very, very simple. Not much to them, but they're quite rare. So I picked up that one, and then I picked up this one as well, which is Bullet Man. I thought this was actually quite a cute little cover. I like Bullet Girl, and you got the Temple of Evil. And this is another one of these promotional comics. This one's all done in red. But it's actually in fairly good condition. And obviously they're kill the mad Nazis, buy war bonds and stamps. You got this little character on the back. It's interesting. So, and they're beating up a whole bunch of Nazis inside. You can see them. Just the different stories. I can actually probably show you the whole comic. There's not much to it. There's not that many pages. And that's the back. So those are a couple really rare ones. And they go for a fair amount of money, actually. A few $100s usually. Okay. I just thought they were interesting. I got them for opening bid. I think I paid $75 each. Okay, this last set of books, I'm not super sure what they are. We'll find out. I gotta check the time. Okay. Oh, okay. This one's been a little bit of a challenge to get this one out. Okay. Hopefully, I can get this one out easily. Okay. Wow, that was a little challenging. Oh, wow. So much tape. Okay. It's always a bit of a challenge to open some of these packages. Like some of them, I think, oh, it's going to be really easy to get them out, and then it's like the total opposite. Okay. Wow, this one's really challenging. Okay, sorry. I thought this was going to be a quick one. You might want to fast forward a bit. Okay, one sec here. As I struggle to open it up. Okay, hopefully it's something really cool. Okay, let's see what this is. I'm not even sure what this is. Like, it's gonna be a surprise. Oh, okay. Okay, interesting one. Actually, I read this series because it was on. I read it online. I figured, hey, I'll pick it up. Ah, shoot, I didn't need to buy that one. Okay, that's interesting. So this is Our Army at Love, and it's kind of like a little bit of an adult comic, but it's kind of like a romance comic slash military comic. And yeah, so I just picked up, there's two series, Our Army at Love and Our Army at War. And they have these kind of interesting covers. The Our Army at Love has kind of the cooler comics. Like, it's like all these kind of paintings, where it's like kind of an homage to these paintings where you got like this, the Mona Lisa with a machine gun or something, or rifle. So yeah. And what other ones? They're in packages, so I don't know why they didn't individually bag and board them. But you see, different issues. And this is like Abbey Road, but you know, with military flavor to it, I guess. But yeah, so that's it. Those are the last ones. So it's I don't really want to take them out because of the fact that they're not bagged and boarded. I have to individually bag and board all of those, so it's kind of annoying. I don't like when they do that. They cheap out on the thing, but they were really cheap. I bought the whole set for 12 bucks. So it was very affordable. So I guess that's what you get. So those are the comics from this part. Next part should be pretty cool. Stay tuned for that. So this is the end of part 2. Thanks for watching. Check out part 1 as well, I recommend. And bye for now.